Everyone was saying, is it wider? It definitely is wider. It's a lot lighter. All right, so Jason brought over his Tesla Model S Performance, the Raven Edition. This was the previous quickest car that we've running 10.4 in the quarter mile. You saw it race the Taycan. He brought it over so we can compare the new Tesla versus the old one, the refresh versus the stock. First thing you notice, everyone was saying, is it wider? It definitely is wider. If you look down here at the fenders on this side, there is a much wider stance down here where this flares out versus here. Of course, that allows for 295 tires in the back versus just 265 here. And actually, the front tire on the new refresh is as wide as the rear ones on the previous Raven model. Also, some differences in the brakes. You can definitely see here, this is a different caliper, quite a bit larger on this car versus the caliper over here, which is actually red. I would have preferred red over here as well. This just kind of blends in an all black look, so of course you can paint those red if you wanted to. There's also a much lower stance right here. They're both in low mode, and you can see the Model S, the new refresh is, you know, 2 fingers here, and look at all the distance right here. So it definitely sits much lower in the front. Moving on to the back, again, look how low and slammed this is here versus the old one. You can basically fit your whole hand back here. Side by side in the back, you can definitely see there's a different diffuser in the back. And again, the stance of how wide this comes out, and this one definitely has the wider flares to allow for the larger tires. Your storage over here, I think it's about the same. Of course, I don't have any of my shelves in to save weight, you know, just in case I ran into somebody. Not like anyone's gonna beat this car anyways. But yeah, so this you lift up here, and he's got a compartment down here. Looks like about the same space. Onto the front, we can check out the front space. And here in the refresh, get about this much space. And the Raven, definitely a little deeper here. It feels like the different motor in here takes up about that much space. Now you drove it, what do you think?
It is like a whole different car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Not even close.
No, it's way more get up and go in the meat of the power, like 40 to 60 and up. Not even a contest.
Yeah, this thing just is unbelievably fast.
It's so much more powerful.
Also notable on the front is there's definitely some additional cooling. This is wider than over here, and there's also kind of a side inlet over down here versus nothing here, so it might be a little wider, although you have intakes here. We might as well compare the weight. We're curious. I heard that the refresh was lighter, but we have no idea. So I dropped the Raven on the scales. Jason and I are gonna do a bet on the weight. I guess 48.50.
Yeah.
And you came in at what?
48.90.
48.90. Okay. And I think mine's lighter, but we will test that in a minute. But nevertheless, let's take a look. I think it's, yeah, I mean, obviously it's a pretty heavy car with the batteries and everything. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Was it closest without going over?
Yes.
Yeah, you win. 4,996 pounds. This car, do you have rocks or any bricks or books or anything extra in here?
Nope.
No. So 5,000 pounds. Wow. That is a really heavy car. 10.4 at 127?
Yeah. 5,000 pounds.
5,000 pounds. The new car goes 9.2, a full second, almost a second, 1.2 seconds.
Oh, for seconds.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds faster. Huge trap speed increase. Obviously, it's got 1,000 horsepower versus, what do they say, 600?
Yeah, 690.
690, 700 horsepower. But let's test it out. We might as well give it a try. Obviously, we showed that the refresh is wider. It definitely has heavier wheels and tires. So will it weigh more? About to find out. All right, that's actually quite a bit of work. I'm tired. But all right, we got the refreshed Model S on the scales. I forget what we guessed. I could look back at the video. What did you say?
I said 4850, you said 4800.
Okay, so I'm guessing 200 pounds lighter. That'd be amazing. That would explain why maybe it's so fast with that horsepower. power to weight doesn't make any sense when you compare it to the McLaren.
No.
I think it's a full pound per horsepower heavier than the McLaren, yet I think it's going to be faster.
Yeah, mathematically it doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense. So I guess it's power into the curve. They're saying this car makes 1,000 horsepower from 80 to 200 miles an hour, where that has to shift and it's not always in the power band. But nevertheless, let's see what it does. Walk over here, and it's a lot lighter.
Really?
I don't know where they get the weight from. 4833.
Oh, you got it, this one.
4833, so I won that one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're 1-1. That's fair enough. We'll have to do a tiebreaker with a race between the two cars, huh?
Yeah. give me 10 spots.
maybe I'll win the 2 out of 3. Wow. So this car is 170 pounds ish lighter.
60. Yeah.
100.
All right. What the hell did my car weigh?
4997.
Okay, so 5,000. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So 170 pounds lighter is the refresh. Where is the weight savings coming from?
Well, it does have a little bit smaller battery pack.
Okay. Heavier wheels and tires.
The interior looks more elaborate than mine.
It's got an extra motor. That doesn't weigh nothing.
No.
Right? So maybe there's some more aluminum components in there. Actually, I have no idea. I'm not even going to guess. But if people know, in the comments, drop in why this car is 170 pounds lighter. It does explain why it is incredibly fast. I mean, it dropped 175 pounds. But so there you go. Weight differences between the new and the refreshed Model S. All right, so that's a wrap of our side-by-side comparison of the Tesla Model S Performance Raven, previous King of the Hill Tesla, versus the all-new Tesla Model S Plaid, and the differences are phenomenal. The Plaid is lower, it's wider, bigger tires, significantly lighter. That was a pretty big surprise to me for it to drop almost 170 pounds over the previous Tesla. I don't know where they got that weight savings. If you know, drop it in the comments. And of course, the interior is all new. It's just a phenomenal difference. Even though the outside is not quite that different, and it might be hard for most to tell the difference in speed is just phenomenal, as you saw in that rolling photo shoot. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, helps the video and the channel. Drop in the comments, what do you want to see next? SF90 versus Tesla, 765 versus Tesla, Evo versus Tesla, Taycan versus Tesla, SVJ versus Tesla, Rimac versus Tesla. We got a lot of things we're working on, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more. Thanks for watching.